好啦，咁近排咧就睇完咗呢本書《The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F》。I don't give an F， 即係 I don't care， 係啦，我唔在乎嘅意思。咁呢一個嘅藝術喎，咁我哋咧睇一睇幾頁啊，7頁咧同大家分享咁。咁咧首先咧就係呢一頁啦。好，我讀下先。You're going to die one day. I know that's kind of obvious, but I just wanted to remind you in case you'd forgotten. You and everyone you know are going to be dead soon, and in a short amount of time between here and there, you have a limited amount of Fs to give. Very few, in fact. And if you go around giving F about everything and everyone without conscious thought or choice, well, then you're going to get F'd. 咩意思呢？佢話終有一日咧係你會死亡嘅。咁你都知啊，我知你都知啦，但我想提一提你啫。你同埋任何人，終有一日都會過身嘅，死亡嘅。And in a short amount of time， 得幾十年啦。You have a limited amount of F to give。你需要好在乎嘅嘢其實好少嘅啫，非常之少啊。If you go around giving an F about everything and everyone， 如果你每一個人每一件事你都好 care 好緊張，你搞死自己 ，then you're going to get F'd。OK， 好，咁繼續分享啦喎。嗱，呢個咧差唔多講嘢。Essentially, we become more selective about the Fs we're going to give. This is something called maturity. It's nice. You should try it sometime. Maturity is what happens when one learns to only give an F about what's truly F-worthy. 好啦，咁佢 basically 我哋咧其實係要挑選嘅，即係有啲嘢咧我哋應該在乎嘅。This is something called maturity， 成熟嘅表現嚟嘅。係啊，不如你試下成熟咧，就係咧，我哋只係會在乎一啲值得我哋在乎、值得我哋俾 attention 嘅人同事。OK， 好，咁分享其他咯喎，開始咧冇粗口噶啦，咁睇一睇啦，呢個幾正我覺得。嗱，我讀下先。To deny one's negative emotions is to deny many of the feedback mechanisms that help a person solve problems. As a result, many of these repressed individuals struggle to deal with problems throughout their lives. And if they can't solve problems, then they can't be happy. Remember, pain serves a purpose. 好啦，咁我哋咧，人生咧係會有啲 negative 嘅 emotions，唔需要 deny 佢咯，即係唔需要否認佢啦。因為 negative emotions 咧，根據呢個作者所講咧，係有價值嘅，係會俾翻一啲 feedback 我哋。係咩咧 ？Help a person solve problems， 因為我哋有啲 negative 嘅 emotions， 我哋係要解難嘅，所以 as a result, many of these repressed individuals struggle to deal with problems throughout their lives, and if they can't solve problems， 當我哋咧有一個 negative emotion， 咁我哋要去處理佢，要解難啦。喺解難當中咧，我哋會快樂嘅，因為咧佢話咧呢個嘅痛苦咧係有一個意義喺度嘅，係啦，就係我哋痛苦係俾個機會。我哋去 solve problems， 而通過 solve problems 咧，我哋會快樂嘅。咁所以痛苦咧，其實有佢意義喺度，唔需要否認佢 deny 佢，幾正我覺得，幾哲學㗎。咁我覺得繼續睇落去啦。好啊，咦呢個咩？好，睇下呢個先。In the long run, completing a marathon makes us happier than eating a chocolate cake. Raising a child makes us happier than beating a video game.Starting a small business with friends while struggling to make ends meet make us happier than buying a new computer. These activities are stressful, arduous, and often unpleasant. 係啦，佢話喂跑馬拉松，咁之後咧要湊大一個仔，係啦，咁同 friends 咧去 start 一個 business， 係 struggling to make ends meet， 生活都好困難，但係開展一門事業啦，呢啲嘢咧都係 stressful, arduous 好困難，好有壓力嘅，同埋 unpleasant. They also require withstanding problem after problem， 係需要克服嗰啲問題啦。Yet they are some of the most meaningful moments and joyous things we'll ever do. They involve pain, struggle, even anger and despair. 有痛苦啦，有 anger 啦，有呢個絕望。Yet once they're accomplished, we look back.And get all misty-eyed, telling our grandkids about them. 但係當我哋咧成功咗之後，回望翻，我哋咧係眼濕濕咁，同我哋 grandkids 分享我哋克服咗啲咩 struggle， 做過啲咩大事。As Freud once said, one day in retrospect 即係 looking back， 即係咧回望 the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful， 係可能人生咧最美嘅一段時光嚟嘅，係啦，所以一啲困難咧唔緊要 accept 佢咯。OK， 咁我哋繼續睇下啦。呢個咧都正啊！佢呢度咧就話咧有啲好嘅價值 good values 同埋 bad values。一啲 good values 咧係會 serve 你嘅，即係對你有幫助嘅。乜嘢咧？佢話 it's something you have complete control over。一啲好嘅 value 咧係你掌控到嘅，你控制到嘅一啲嘢。It reflects reality， 反映現實 ，and it benefit others， 對其他人係有益嘅。Bad values 咧係咩咧？Much of what happens will be out of your control， 你不可控，你控制唔到啊。例如佢講嘅 popularity， 受歡迎程度，你唔一定控制到喎 ，outside your control 喎。Feeling good all the time， 無時無刻都快樂，日日都開心，唔得嘅喎。Always being the centre of attention， 成為眾人嘅焦點喎，係啊。Being liked by everybody， 每一個人都中意自己喎，唔得嘅喎。如果你有啲咁嘅 value， 但係有啲咩 good value 咧係你可以控制到嘅咧，係反而咧我哋要追求嗰啲 value， 要 prioritize 嗰啲 value 咯。呢本書作者話，我覺得正。Values are about prioritization. What are the values that you prioritize above everything else？ 有啲咩價值係好重要嘅？係首要嘅 ，and that therefore influence your decision making more than anything else。我哋要揀一啲 good values， 係我哋可以控制到嘅，係啦。只要我哋繼續去利用啲 good values 去生活咧，咁啊係 serve 我哋嘅，有幫助嘅。咁啊睇下先，咗一個啦，睇埋呢個啊。好嗱，呢度咧我揀好短啦，我讀多啲俾大家聽。Most of us commit to action only if we feel a certain level of motivation, and we feel motivation only when we feel enough emotional inspiration. We assume that these steps occur in a sort of a chain reaction, 篤篤篤 like this。即係咧，我哋有啲情感上嘅一啲啟發。OK， 可能睇咗條片，哇，好有啟發，令到好有動力啊，做啊，行動啊。我哋覺得咧係咁樣嘅個 chain reaction。咁呢個作者咧佢就話咧用咗8年時間咧去諗清楚咧。佢話其實係咁喎。If you want to accomplish something but don't feel motivated or inspired, then you assume you're just screwed. There's nothing you can do about it. It's not until a major emotional life event occurs that you can generate enough motivation to actually get off the couch and do something. 嗱。睇埋落去 The thing about motivation is that it's not only a 3-part chain。佢話咧其實唔係得3個 part 嘅。佢話 but an endless loop， 一個重複。Inspiration 先啦，首先係 emotional inspiration， 情感上嘅啲啟發，令到好有動力行動。但係行動完咧，發覺自己有啲係可以俾翻個 inspiration 自己喎，再有嗰個動力再行動喎，係一個 endless loop 嚟喎。Your action create further emotional reactions and inspirations and move on to motivate your future actions。係啦，即係 start 咗有個 momentum 啊。Taking advantage of this knowledge， 如果我哋利用呢樣嘢咧 we can actually reorient a mindset in the following way。首先，不如我哋行動咗先啦，唔好等有一種啟發性先開始行動啊。不如行動咗先啦，因為喺呢度啊嘛，因為行動咗原來都會令我哋有啟發性啊。Inspiration, motivation. If you lack the motivation to make an important change in life, do something, anything really, and then harness the reaction to that action as a way to begin motivating yourself。 佢話呢樣嘢咧叫 do something principle， 係啦，即係例如係有拖延症嘅，哎呀冇動力，喂做少少先啦，開始咗先啦，可能咧就會咧推動你俾啲 inspiration 你繼續咧去向前咯。我覺得呢個正啊。最後一樣嘢分享咧就係呢度啦，睇埋呢度啦。好啦，嗱，讀一讀俾大家聽，好哲學嘅，我覺得好 philosophical。佢話 The desire for more positive experience is itself a negative experience, and paradoxically, the acceptance of one's negative experience is itself a positive experience。 佢講咩咧？ It's what the philosopher Alan Watt used to refer to as the backwards law, the idea that the more you pursue feeling better all the time， 係啦，the less satisfied you become, as pursuing something only reinforces the fact that you lack it in the first place。 即係我哋追求某一樣嘢，其實咩咧？追求正就反映咗我哋有啲嘢缺乏咯。所以不斷追求，其實就不停提醒自己我哋有嘢係缺乏。 點會快樂咧？所以佢話 the desire for more positive experience 其實咧可以係一個 negative experience 嚟嘅。係啊，諗下，我覺得幾正。因為呢本書咧觸動到我，就係呢7版，咁同大家 share 晒啦。咁啊，未來我都會咧係拍一啲書嘅分享啦。係啦，因為我係中意睇書嘅，係啦，咁就會揀啲新書啦，或者一啲經典啦，同大家繼續分享啦。希望大家中意啦。好。